I mean, y'all know the drill. Come through, show love, hit that follow button, support the kid that did, man. Support the kid that's still here, man. We finna get back to it. When we left off, I'm trying to remember which save we was on. I don't remember. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's one of these, but my guess is it's this one. My guess is it's this one. But cause no, I had two saves. One was sided with the mages, one was sided with the Templars. We just go stream the Templar one. But yeah, we back down like SmackDown, man. Just gotta get through this weekend coming up, and then we have Summer Games Fest. Obviously not this Friday, but the next one. So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what they about, man. We gonna see what's going on. And again, Microsoft posted some real cryptic gameplay regarding real cryptic tweet regarding some gameplay they're gonna show off. They use very specific wording for it to not be Dread Wolf, but I'd say go in with manage the expectations. Okay, yeah, this the one. Manage them expectations, man, because we don't know yet. Like I said, we got one more. We got to get through this weekend and get there, and then we there, man. But yeah, we'll see. We gonna see. Yeah, y'all just make sure y'all hit that follow button, man. Show love to the kid that did, man. Yeah, we're kicking off Dragon Age Summer, or continuing. Well, yeah, kicking off Dragon Age Summer. Pretty, we're gonna do what we gotta do, man. But yeah, regardless of what they show, regardless of how hype we're gonna be, first and foremost, we need to hope that this is a 2024 release. First and foremost, that need to be the.
Are you all right, Leliana? Are you?
Let me say because they using no sound with the Templars like that.
Haven was trying.
But yeah, we gonna see what it's about, man. We gonna see what it's gonna be. Because we finally there. But I would say, as I've said before, they doing all this pump and circumstance for a 2025 release. Something wrong. They need to check their marketing team. Some got to get right because that don't make no sense. You've been building hype and building anticipation for 5 months. Now I ain't been exasperated with the teasers and stuff like some of the fan base, but we ain't gonna pay them no mind. People gonna be people. But and a lot of them gonna end up getting the game anyway. Hate buying.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
Inquisitor. Let us begin.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be what it's gonna be, but we'll see. Like I said, they gotta pray this week, fly by, and then we get the next pray we get the next weekend quick as I don't know what. But yeah, y'all show love, man. Y'all hit that follow button. We're gonna see what all this 5 month deal been about. They've been talking a good game for a good little minute. I believe in the game. I believe the game gonna be a success. I ain't worried about that. 1,000% not worried about that. But yeah, it's just real left. You got that boy Jeff Grubb, that boy Shinobi 602, and we saying names right here. Comicbook.com, PlayStation Lifestyle, Push Square, Eurogamer. You got all them people all regurgitating what Jeff just said. Oh, nah, it's coming this calendar year. It's 2024 release. It ain't no next year. It's 2024. And you ain't had nobody else coming forward and being like, no Jason Schreier, none of them coming forward and being like, oh, nah, dude, wrong. Da da da. Like, nah, that information ain't no longer true, nothing like that. So, we don't know. We don't know if the information's still right. If it ever was, we don't know if it was never right to begin with. We don't know yet. Like I said, you can't give them the summer. You can't give them the full reveal this summer. Can't give them that because we already knew they was gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? We knew they was gonna do that. That was already known. That's been known for the last 5 months, 5, 6 months. So can't give him that. But his specific words were, "Oh nah, it's dropping this calendar year, not March of 25, not next year, this year."
What
So
happened here?
And where is the merchant we intended to meet?
It seems Vasilius angered Calpurnia by sending her mistreated slaves.
somebody wrong, somebody right. You feel me?
She was paying a fortune for literate slaves. Why? What can slaves do that Venatori can't? An invoice for a shipment of slaves.
Licinius was selling more than rose oil then.
We gonna see. We right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, let's get through this weekend. Next weekend, boom, we right there. So I wouldn't say skip Summer Games Fest, obviously, because I don't know. But if Xbox Microsoft's tweet is about Dragon Age Dread Wolf gameplay, given the wording, which is June 9th, so that Sunday, then I'd say if that's what that's about, you almost definitely getting a trailer at Summer Games Fest. Because again, we know that wording. Trailer, gameplay, release date. In order, gameplay, then trailers, plural, then release date. So we gonna see.
Let's look around.
But yeah, y'all, we said by name, so y'all know who to don't bully them people, but like y'all know who to blame if it turns out this is a 2025 release. Cause ain't nobody came forward and been like, well, nah, I know previously it was reported it's gonna be 2024. Things changed. It's gonna be early 25. Ain't nobody came out and said nothing. And he said that on the 12th of this month, 12th, 13th of this month. Cause remember EA dropped that fiscal year report where you got 2 games that was gonna be hitting. One in Q4, which for them is January to March of next year, and then a partner title expected this year. So owned IP and a partner title. And there was some confusion on that, but from my understanding, the owned IP is them. The partner title is Dragon Age. He didn't clarify. We just know it was Dragon Age. Dragon Age was one of those. So initially it was like, all right, anywhere between the end of this year to January to March of 2025. And then 2 months later, Jeff Grubb, you know who it is, came forward, was like, nah, actually,
A shattered crystal.
it's going to be a 2025 release, you know what I'm saying? 2024 release. It ain't going to be 2025. It's going to be before then. And then Eurogamer backed that up and was like, yeah, it seemed like internally they're going to release it this year.
The crystal's whole again, but hold on.
And Push Square came out, said the same thing.
I warned you of consequences should the slaves you
Comicbook.com came forward, said the same thing. PlayStation Lifestyle said the same thing. So that's a lot of people wrong if the information ain't no longer true, or was never true to begin with. That's a lot of people where you're gonna be like, I don't know about this. I don't know journalism, what you need to be doing, because you got too many people that's keyed up, that's looking forward to it, and you out here spreading false narrative, or you out here spreading information that's no longer true. You feel me? So, but we gonna see who right and who wrong in 2 more weeks, 2 more weekends. But yeah, overall, I'm getting the game regardless, whether it's a 2025 release or not. But if everybody and their mama saying 2024 and it's not 2024, when again, supposedly they was gonna drop it last year. It was gonna drop this coming time last year, around about August, September of last year. And then they got pushed to March of this year, but those were internal dates, you know what I'm saying? So never public, not like a Cyberpunk 2077 situation. they publicly was like, oh, it's coming out now, it's coming out here, it's coming out here, then it's coming out here, and that went through so many different. That went through so many different possible releases that it was just like, okay, something's clearly wrong with that. And then of course we saw what the issue was and how long it took to fix it. And I will say the fans, I'm using air quotes, can't see of course, gonna be on regardless. People like, oh, if it's a failure, EA gonna shut them down. I genuinely don't think it's gonna be a failure. I think it's gonna sell extremely well. I think it's gonna sell extremely well, honestly. I don't think it's gonna be a failure at all. But they can shut them down if it's a success. This is EA we talking about. They can shut them down regardless, but it ain't gonna be no failure. That's almost that just ain't gonna happen. I mean, we can't send nobody out right now, so we'll wait to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want the exasperation to come off like, oh man, F Bioware, F Dragon Age. Nah, I'm here, I'm getting it. If I still care to live by 2025, if it's a 2025 release, please believe I'm getting it. Ain't no question. I'm spending that 75. But yeah, just don't go into
Quicker.
Summer Games Fest expecting gameplay if the Xbox Microsoft tweet about bringing Solus SOLACE to a weary fan base means anything. But again, that's very specific to not be about Dragon Age. You feel me? Like that's extremely specific. Like that type of specific to where it's like there ain't no way you talking about anything else. It's obviously not spelled the same as you see, but that's very specific. That's type of specific where it's like, oh, okay, well, what the f else could this be? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what else it could be. Feel me? Because that's just too specific. Yeah, we know 2K gonna be showing something, but that wording implies either gonna be Borderlands 4, the next Mafia, some Mafia 4, or the new Bioshock. That was also specific wording, but again, they said the way they worded that is clear that it's one of those. We just don't know which one. But I say all that to say, if you on the fence about sitting through what's going to be a 2 hour show, which I thought was going to be three, but what's going to be a 2 hour show, I wouldn't. I wouldn't sit through it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, oh no, I don't know if they're going to, especially if, again, we're seeing 2 weekends. But if that lines up, and that's definitely the Red Wolf, if you know you're getting gameplay on the 9th, the most you be getting on the 7th is a trailer. Because we know EA going to be there. And I highly doubt. Me personally, I highly doubt it's just to talk about. just to talk about EA Sports College Football 25. You know what I'm saying? That's a waste of time. Like when you telling me you came all the way to LA just to talk about college football. Come on. So, what I'm thinking, trailer, Summer Games Fest.
So this is old Crestwood.
And then if it is,
Hey, Muck. It stinks like... Ah, there's bones in it.
if that wording is Dread Wolf related, the gameplay on the night. And then, however they gonna do it for the rest of the summer. You know what I'm saying? Because we know we getting gameplay, we know we getting trailers, we know we getting the release date. Definitely don't expect the release date to last. Don't expect that to like, depending on how they do it.
The rift did not warp them into demons.
Don't expect that to July or August. If they do it like they did Inquisition 10 years ago, or 10 years ago this November.
I order
Oh, no, what?
Lost.
silence. Let the other one talk. There's nonsense. I was not addressing.
Spirits are your expert.
Then tell me why nothing.
This realm,
Then what's the point of it?
a solid form is both shackle and strength. It affects...
What's so distressing?
It ignores.
Don't expect that release date
I
till
know how you mortals.
July, August. Because again, I highly doubt they're gonna do everything in one go. You know what I'm saying? Like we know they're not gonna do that because that's too many. That's too many people at Summer Games Fest.
Is there something alike in us?
Don't you sense?
Then you are less than I thought. Some must follow those who lead.
Why haven't
I will not be denied. I refuse to.
But then I feel
Excellent. A creature may.
There's too many people at Summer Games Fest for them to be gameplay, 2 trailers, and release date. You know what I'm saying? But you could get the release date in the trailer.
this was the
I would
men's
prefer that because then you go ahead and you rip the band-aid off.
Should we
And
inquire?
it's like, okay, yeah, nah,
outfit.
this
Ask
is this.
him.
My fault. This is when it's coming out. And if it is this year, dang, hold on. And if it is this year, you know, why keep people in suspense? Why do it? Go on say 2024 or 2025. But if you have Jeff Grubb saying, oh nah, it's not gonna be 2025, it's gonna be this year, it's gonna be 2024. It's not gonna be March of 25 or that calendar year, it's gonna be this calendar year. And he was looking dead in the camera when he said that. So he gains nothing from lying, so I don't think dude lying about it. Question is if that information is still true, if it ever was. Because again, we do know it was gonna come out
Find that fade rift.
last year, around about August and September of
The
last year.
villagers use this place for
And
anything.
again, if you saw the leaked gameplay footage from 2 years ago when they hit alpha back in October of 22, this looks very good for a game that's potentially another 5 to 7 months away. And it's like, yeah, you want them to have the time to, you know, polish it up and everything. But again, they've been doing that 2 years. Like, no game is going to release without bugs and glitches. That's just not what it is. GTA 6 going to have bugs and glitches. And that's still a year and 7 months away. If it holds that date, you know what I'm saying? But they've had almost 2 years because it's not coming out this October. We can go and put a pin in that. It ain't going to be, well, it could be an October release, but if it is, it won't be early October. So go and say 2 years. So they've been post-alpha work for 2 years. See what I'm saying? Come this October. So, like, there's just no way it ain't in the best possible shape it can be for launch. Because obviously it's going to have a day one patch. All games have that now. So that's just part of the course. But there's no way. Like, it's clear they ain't been sitting on their hands for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been putting in their work. The question is the old boy right in this 2024 release? And again, we know we got that developer that did what Ubisoft did most recently when they accidentally revealed before the official trailer when AC Shadows was gonna drop. Because remember, they put up the YouTube, they was hyping it up on YouTube. And I don't know how, but in YouTube had the release date of November 15th, 2024. And we know when they dropped the official trailer, boom, release date, November 15th, 2024. So a developer, I think last year, beginning of last year, I want to say, was like, oh, hey, Dragon Age Dreadwolf, I did all his LinkedIn. It's like, oh, hey, so when you kind of like when you're looking for other work, he's like, oh, hey, I did this style of animation and development work for this game, Dragon Age Dreadwolf, which releases 2024. There wasn't no date. There wasn't no date. There wasn't no month. It was just 2024. So my thought process is, obviously that was an accident, but he's right. Because obviously he worked on the game, so he would know. 2024 date, you feel me? Because then he changed it to be decided, but 2024 date. Then we double back to Dragon Age Day last year, able to wish list it probably a few hours or a few minutes after my live, or after they dropped the Theta's Cause trailer. Being able to wish list it internationally, like started popping up a few days ago, probably like a week or two. It's just, like I said, it looked so good alpha gameplay, which again is 2-year-old gameplay, but still, it just, And if one of the playtesters is to be believed, when they said what I said, it was like, oh, there was word it was supposed to drop last year, and that person thinks they could have done it, but then they was like, based on what they played, but then they was like, there's no way. They don't see how it isn't dropping this year. But again, we can't verify if that person actually played the game. Of course, we can't. We have no way of verifying that, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously that is breaching of the NDA. That gets them in a lot of trouble and all type of stuff. But yeah, we're being real. I think old Jeffy boy right, and it is a 2024 release. Because again, if it's not, why all the pomp and circumstance and building up hype and interest? Because obviously people gonna go crazy for the trailers. You know what I'm saying? The fandom is they gonna love it. Especially the gameplay. Gameplay probably gonna have more views than the trailer. And whatever questions they're gonna answer. If they said that in the blog too. Like, we got questions, we're gonna answer y'all questions, we're gonna have answers to questions y'all never thought to ask. Gameplay, trailers, longer way to release them. Their words on their blog, last Dragon Age Day. Which is of course December 4th every year since 2020? So for the past 4 years, right? Alright, cool. So boom. It does not benefit Jeff Grubb to be lying, you feel me? It don't benefit him. Lying does not benefit him. That'll have everybody question dude, man, like, oh, hey, you supposed to be about your business. You supposed to be credible. You worked in the games industry at Giant Bomb all them 50 11 years ago. You say something, I'm supposed to be able to trust this information. Like Jason Schreier. Jason Schreier reports on something almost game-wise. Almost always, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Because he broke the news when they was reporting. I don't know if he was the first one, but I know he was one of the first ones. Where he was like, oh, hey, GTA 6 is going to have a female protagonist. Lo and behold, GTA 6 has a female protagonist. You know what I'm saying? So he's usually credible. And they tell me the Shinobi dude, Shinobi602, on Twitter, is usually credible too. And I started talking, but that's what also I meant to point out too. Old boy was like, but somebody commented on Reset Era, it was like, oh, they worried Dreadwolf, if it's a 2024 release, it's gonna drop. It's gonna clash with AC Shadows, which of course again is November 15th this year. And all he said, I wouldn't worry about the date clashing with AC. Vague as fuck, right? But it's like, all right, cool. That means either it's releasing the same month, but it's releasing the beginning of the month, but that still be clashing because that only gives you about 14, 13 days, and then boom, you got to, you know what I'm saying? And people gonna buy that game. Now the races, but you know them folks. The people go, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't 10 years ago, but Inquisition did very well up against GTA 5, but that's because that GTA 5 was just, let me do that. That GTA 5 was just the PS4, Xbox One version of the game, of course, because it released in 2013,
Oh, demons again.
right? But it did extremely well still up against one of the biggest, what is it, prime sandbox games out there, you know what I'm saying? That people will not let have any type of competition, but they compare it to it even when the game ain't competition. They ain't even the same genre, but they still, you know how them fans is though. But yeah, it's just one of those where that's an extremely vague thing to say, right? Like that's extremely vague. Extremely vague. The point where it's like, well, what am I supposed to make of that? That could mean anything. That could mean that's
Coming.
November, but the
ready.
first of the month. That could mean it's month before. In October, which that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's gonna be an October release, but that gives you a whole month ahead of AC Shadows. That gives you you're still eligible for the Game Awards because the cutoff is November 17th. So you're still eligible for that. Whether you win awards or not, you're still eligible for that. Like that still gives you a lot of breathing room, you feel me? But again, like I said, it's so vague, I don't really know what to make of that. So that's my only interpretation. Okay, this is gonna be an October release, so they're gonna get a month ahead of it. It's gonna be December. It's even Mark Dara, or Mark, however you pronounce the last name, pretty sure it's Dara though. It's like, he don't think if it is this year, it'll be around about this time. He said this 2 years ago. It'll be around about this time this year. Quarter 3. It won't be Quarter 4 because like holidays,
The
because
dead will
that's
finally rest easy in Crestwood.
a terrible time to release. That's a terrible time to release a game. You know what I'm saying? But again, there's too many. There's too many cogs in that machine. There's too many people that got to be right for it to be a. For it to be a late this year release, but I do think it is the 2024 release. I don't think people are wrong about that. I do think it's a this year release because again, it's 6 years development, 2 years post alpha development. I think we can rest easy that's going to be a this year release. I think we can rest easy. It's just a question of October to December because it ain't gonna be September, obviously. But I think we can rest easy. It's definitely coming this year. Because again, able to wish list right after it went, right after they dropped the trailer, they just called last Dragon Age Day. You've been able to wish list it internationally, like starting a couple weeks ago in Scotland and Australia, and I know somebody was trying to wish list it in I think Spain. All good signs. It It just makes no sense. And I ain't got no marketing degree, so we gotta ask somebody that know the ins and outs of marketing. But it just makes no sense to hype up a summer reveal of 2024 5, 6 months ago. You're showing gameplay, trailers, and release date, which means you know when you dropping it, which means you getting it ready for everything that's the inside, everything that's under the hood of game development for a game to be shipped, rated, all that, getting ready to get shipped on disc, rated, all that. We know they've been playing it from beginning to end since it hit alpha again in October of 2022. It just makes no sense for it to not be a disc release. Because if this was a 77 situation, that game is still fundamentally broken even now with the fantastic family expansion. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still a fundamentally broken game. It's not like it ain't. But that's not a this is not a that situation because the writing would have been on the wall a long time ago. And we talked about the staff turnover, the layoffs, but we can't know if all 50 of those people were working on Dreadwolf. We know, or we have an idea that it was a mix of Dreadwolf developers and Mass Effect developers. But I still maintain that even if all 50 were Dreadwolf, they almost definitely finished their work. Because again, if they weren't laid off, we didn't hear about it until 2023. But if they didn't get laid off till 2022, probably the end of that year, this is me guessing. But it had been in development ever since 2018 because people were like, oh, it had been so many da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. But again, according to Shinobi 602, according to old dude, now, again, I ain't too familiar with him, but from my understanding, he's very reliable. The other two versions of Dreadwolf that it was, so the initial version under Mike Laidlaw, which was going to be, it was going to be centered around heists, and we were going to be spies in its adventure Imperium. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't know how you'd get legs out of that type of plot. Continuing on from Inquisition, like a game on its own, sure, but continuing on from Inquisition, I'd argue you'd have a lot of, I'd argue you'd have a lot of hoops to jump through
One down!
for everything to add up. But again, according to him, that was never really off the ground. And then that got scrapped because EA and BioWare, or just EA, wanted a live service game. You know what I'm saying? Because according to them, they felt like live service games is going to be the future of game, which is just, or for the foreseeable future, which is just all types of
Great
crazy.
I had no doubts. Now that my sovereignty has been respected,
But again, according to him,
this unchanged
neither of those ideas were ever fully off the ground. And then, of course, as we know, Jedi Fallen Order did
A spirit such as that could not leave here.
porn star type numbers,
Nature.
and Anthem was a failure. That's 100% true. Andromeda was not. Andromeda met sales expectations. It did not sell like hotcakes, but it was not a failure. I don't know why people still peddling that narrative. It's been what, 4 or 5 years now. I don't know why, if not 6. I don't know why people still peddling that narrative that it was a failure. It wasn't a failure, but anyway, Anthem was. So the game with the live service components and the multiplayer, which is what they wanted Dreadwolf to be, failed. And Jedi Fallen Order, the single player game, did extremely well. So then EA was like, nah, okay, y'all can make Dreadwolf just a single player only game. And then, of course, you scrap all the live service components. You get rid of the multiplayer mode completely. Scrapping all the live service components probably took about a year and a half. Again, me guessing. But point is,
Got to be some
2018 to now, that's 6 years of development. If this was a 77 situation, that shit wouldn't have started development until like late 2019, late 2020. Then they'd be like, oh, okay. You know, like I said, the alpha gameplay looks really good. It's still up. You can find it somewhere. It's like brief seconds. It's more screenshots to gameplay. It's only like 2 seconds of gameplay until the official reveal, of course, this summer, and 2 more Fridays, or really 1 more Friday. But yeah, it's still up. You know what I'm saying? So if this was a 77 situation, it just be more noticeable, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that. But I say all that to say it's been steady development. It's been 6 years development from 2018 and now. And again, I should you not. I've been gone 6 months. 6 months now on my mama. Like that gameplay looks dang good. Like yeah, we can argue about it still being in the Frostbite engine, but again, that could be down to an EA thing. That could be down to them wanting to keep it in Frostbite. So because it's a direct sequel to Inquisition, it still has the same identity there in terms of graphics. So it's not a vastly different game. Kind of like how CDPR was like, if we gave y'all a second expansion, we're not going to, but we gave y'all a second expansion to Phantom Liberty,
The mayor's gone.
He rode out an hour ago.
it'd have to be in the same engine. And of course, they're moving on to Unreal 5 for all of their future projects. So the 77 sequel, Project Orion,
Gone.
the Witcher 1 remake, the next game in the new Witcher trilogy,
Acting strange ever since the
their
Inquisition
new
drained the lake.
game idea, whatever that form that's going to take. But again, we could talk about the decision to stay in Frostbite. And we can have hopes and dreams, longer hairstyles, better hairstyles for black characters. We can have hopes and dreams. If not, that's definitely going to be one of the first few mods people hit up with on PC. But I say all that to say, it's been a consistent development. And like I said, they apparently been hitting all their milestones. It's been going smooth. It was a little rocky at first because of the pandemic, but, started going smooth pretty soon after that. It's weird if it's not a this year release. If we're doing summer reveal, all this pump and circumstance, getting people hyped, getting people talking for the past 6 months, just to say, because again, their calendar year, EA's fiscal year for 25 ends March 2025. So it has to be in October, November, December, January, or February release. So the last 3 months of this year or the first 2 months of next year. Because March 31st, 2025 is the cutoff. And it just makes no sense to hype up, have it be done to where you're showing everything you showing off. Hold on, love this line.
A letter of confession from the mayor. It says he was the one who flooded Old Crestwood 10 years ago to stop the blight from spreading.
He drowned them. In the muck. Oh, Mayor is having an arrow for tea.
It's monstrous, but if it stopped the blight from wiping out the entire village...
You know what I'm saying? Like it makes no sense. Again, I ain't got no marketing degree though, but me personally, just don't add up, man. That just don't add up. It just don't. You know what I'm saying? Because we doing all this, and you telling me this is a 2025 release? So, and rock with me for a minute. Wouldn't it make more sense? Stick with me now. Wouldn't it make more sense to do everything you finna do in 2 Fridays? Dragon Age Day of 2024. This is a 2025 release. Dragon Age Day of 2024. That way you not people don't have to sit through a 2-hour show for a trailer. If they're gonna be at Summer Games Fest, we know EA gonna be there, so 9 out of 10 they're gonna be there. Showing off Jared Wolf, because again, if they doing all that, just talk about EA Sports College Football. Come on, man. But if this is not until a 2025 release, wouldn't it make more sense, whether it's January or February, to do all this Dragon Age Day? So it'd be a whole year from the announcement, the initial announcement. But you do all this Dragon Age Day. You ain't on no showcase. So while the amount of eyes would be a little bit low, than people that tune in for Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Game Showcase, and that's it. Cause I don't think they're gonna show that in the PC Showcase. Because they might, but right now, keep your eyes on Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Showcase. So the 7th and the 9th. But yeah, a year since the announcement, but you do all that just to be like, this is a 2025 release. Wouldn't it make most sense to do that Dragon Age Day of this year? If this is the 2025 game? Then it's like, oh, okay, I only gotta wait a month. I only gotta wait 2 months. I only gotta wait 3 months if it's March, but we know it'd be before the 31st. You know what I'm saying? What sense does it make to do a full reveal in the summer? Just to turn around and be like, oh, hey, this is a 2025 release. That don't make no sense. That makes no sense to me, especially when word on the street is EA, you know, they shorten their marketing. They don't do 8, 9, 10 months of marketing no more. Now it's about like 3 to 4 months of marketing, and then boom, the game comes out. Like I said, this summer runs from June to August. That's 3 months. You know it's not going to be a September release, so that's 4 months. So it leaves 3 months in 2024 left for it to drop. October, November, or December. November, you would think would be the ideal before Ubisoft announced AC Shadows for November 15th this year. You would think November would have been the ideal because that would have been the 14th year, 15 year anniversary of 15 year anniversary of Dragon Age Origins. And it'll be the 10th year anniversary of Inquisition on the 18th. So that second week of November would have been perfect, which it might still be the case. We don't know because yes, they will definitely have competition from AC Shadows, and they'd be cutting it real close to not being eligible for the Game Awards. But it just makes no sense to be a 2025 release, but you marketing it with a whole 6 months left in the year for something that ain't gonna potentially release till January or February. So a whole 8 months away, 9 months if it's March. See what I'm saying? That just make no sense. Because then you got to start marketing all the way back up. If it's not a this year release, why market now in the summer just to turn around and start it all the way back up around by December, January for a February or March release, or December for a January release? That just makes no fucking sense to me. Again, we'll see. We're gonna see it. We there now. Dragon Age Summer has begun. We there now.
My people.
I still think these are helping him in some way. I don't think these are doing what he says they do. Like I don't think they doing. I don't think they strengthen the veil. I think they weaken the veil. Cause spoilers, but I mean it's been damn near 10 years. You know what he's planning to do. So I mean, you know his actual personality. So yeah. But again, hopefully, old boy right. Cause if he not, that's making a lot of people look bad. That's making a lot of credible journalists, though half of those UK-based journalists are now work for IGN, so definitely expect more biased journalism moving forward. Definitely 100% expect that, because it's going to get real bad out here. That's a lot of people all working under the same umbrella, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna see, man. It just makes no sense. I'm thinking we good.
Our patrols have spotted Venatori up in the hills, Inquisitor. They're studying a set of elven ruins. Why, we're not sure. What's the Dragon Circuit? Travelers on the road will be scarce until it...
This is the year, because it just otherwise someone left last minute. Gotta take the what you call it out of those. Otherwise, someone left last minute. And so far, we ain't had no, upcoming report like, oh, hey, boom, boom, boom. We ain't had no following report, thankfully, saying nothing like that. So we should be alright. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on Dragon in Summer finally kicking off. We're finally there. A lot just has to go. A lot just has to have went left for it to be a 2025 release. Because again, 6 years of development, 2+ years nearing of post alpha development. Still planning the full reveal. They ain't put no update and being like, oh nah, some reveal ain't happening now. Nah, nah, nah. Like, none of that has went down. So we shall see. But I think we can pin down definitely a 2024 release. Again, it's just a question of October, November, December. And before AC Shadows was announced, I would have bet money on November because again, 15th year anniversary of Origins, 10th anniversary of Inquisition. It's too perfect, you know what I'm saying? They still might do it even with the competition. They still might do it, but it's just too. You can't write a better story, you know what I'm saying? Like that's too. Like come on. But we'll see. Just glad we finally there, you know what I'm saying? And anticipation definitely gonna be back up once we see the gameplay in full, see the first official in-game trailer since the in-game cinematic. You know, like it's definitely gonna be back up. But like I said, hopefully these people that call themselves journalists is right. They call themselves insiders is right. And looking at an October to November release of this year for Dribble. But only check out that alpha gameplay if you don't mind slight spoilers in terms of what potentially the next player character's title could be. Uh, One of the areas we're gonna go to for a mission. If you don't mind slight spoilers, check it out. It should definitely still be up. It'll definitely come up if you still on Tumblr. Type in Dragon Age Real Wolf gameplay. You know what I'm saying? But only if you don't mind slight spoilers. Otherwise, just wait till what's looking like
So
the Xbox
the dragon
showcase.
Prometheus commands, could it truly be an archdemon?
One assumes that if it were, we would be facing a blight.
So what is it then? A corrupted dragon? Simply another darkspawn?
It is connected to Gryphius. Such a relation goes beyond mere control. It is a bond.
It makes you wonder if that's all the archdemons themselves are. Pets to beings who no longer exist.
I would not go as far as that.
And again,
This dragon
obviously, we don't know nothing about the plot
spawned from a
yet,
creature who
but I don't think
aspires
it's gonna
to
be two blights in
No.
one, as some people are theorizing. But I feel like what didn't mean to do that. I feel like what a lot of really didn't mean to do that. feel like with a lot of stuff, people theorize too close to the sun anyway. But yeah, it's just them being hype. It's just them, needing to talk about it, needing to get their thoughts out. It is what it is. But yeah, definitely don't expect. Don't expect no two blacks in one. Because then that arguably takes away from. Arguably takes away from Solus's whole deal. I don't think he's gonna be the main big bad of Dreadwolf though. That I don't. I think he did set up like that, but I don't think he will. Because we know this is not the last game in the series. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, I don't think he's the main antagonist of 4. I think it's been built up like that. But I don't think he will be once you get close to the end of the story. But yeah, man, it's been a rough 6 months, man. I was sick again. As you know, my mama passed away November 4th of last year, so I'm on the rough. So another reason I need this to be a 2024 release. But also, like I said, just from a marketing standpoint, it just makes no sense for it to not be. Again, if it ain't what we're doing here, why not save this for Dragon Age Day instead of the summer? Because again, like I said, then you're not bound by a showcase. You're not going off of time. You can show as much as you want to show. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Yeah, just glad to finally be on the door, man. We pulling up in the driveway, just finally glad to be there. It's been a long wait. So hopefully, like I said, all this is they're gonna reveal 2024. Dragon Age Dreadwolf 2024. Because again, otherwise they need to fire their marketing team. So-called journalists need to stop being journalists, at least on video games. They need to a lot of stuff need to get packed in, you know what I'm saying?
Reinforcements!
I don't think we can get that from here, can we? I don't think. We'll see. I don't think though. Yeah, we sure gonna see, man. We sure gonna see. But like I said, I think all signs point to it dropping this year. We just don't know which one yet. Because otherwise, like I said, it just makes no sense to do all this now. When you could have waited to basically get another year, December, Dragon Age Day of this year to do all this. It's just costing you money to do what's presumably the marketing this summer, just to turn around and have to do the marketing again October to December for a 2024 for a 2025 release. It's weird. It's weird. I'm horrible at these, so don't expect completion. Yeah, no. Definitely gonna go back. What's up already? Yeah. Let's just do the riff and keep it moving. Gotta be mindful of the dragon. We're not the level. We're like a level below because that dragon is 13, I think, always 13 or 14. We're just here for the riff though. We'll obviously come back later. Plus, I ain't even got big. So another reason to not do it. But yeah, it's just weird if it's not. It's weird. But like I said, good news is we ain't been hearing nothing about no, they're not doing some reveal no more. We ain't been hearing nothing that would indicate, yeah, 2024 ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? So we should be in the clear. But again, back to this, gotta get my teeth cleaned on Wednesday, so expect the next stream to be probably the weekend of Summer Game Fest. Probably. Could end up being before that, but don't quote me. Not messing with her. Not yet. But yeah, we're
Well
gonna
met,
see real
won't
soon.
it? I must inform Sister Nightingale we have a traitor.
We don't care about Blackwall. We emphatically don't care about Blackwall. We don't care about Bull either. Care about Bull solely because of Krim. That's all. I do have to keep the tarot cards for Dreadwolf. I really like the tarot cards. Hope they kept those. But yeah, we shall see. But hopefully, all these people reporting the same dude are right. That's the 2024 release. Because if GTA 6 souls fall next year, yeah. Which again, I think Trevor will still do great stacked up against that if that ended up being the case. But hopefully, nothing has went left to where that's falling all the way to fall or 2025. Like that, that'd be crazy. But I feel like, again, if it had, we'd seen it by now. You know what I'm saying?
Worship.
So I think there's more supporting a 2024 release than going against a 2024 release. But again, we
Better
literally
is
don't
better.
have to speculate.
What can't we do in a place like this?
What's with scalding?
Really?
Serve the Lord who loaded his point, mate.
Yeah, we'll see real soon. But aside from that, that's my most hopefully anticipated game of 2024. Aside from that, I ain't really got my. If I care to be here that long, I ain't really got my eyes on nothing else dropping this year. Not really. Star Wars Outlaws looks cool, but Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 also for the most part. That's pretty much everything. But I did say if Dre Wolf is not a this year release, I'm gonna get ACC. So if it's not a this year release, expect me to get Assassin's Creed Shadows. Probably gonna stream it. Won't commit to it, but probably gonna stream it. We'll know for sure when we got a better idea of when Dre Wolf is dropping. But we've been going about, I want to say about an hour.
I've arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager.
I
Wonder
want
who
to say
wanders.
about an hour.
Perhaps they can be useful to us after all. Let us begin.
So we'll call it right there. Get back to it. We'll do Pull of the Abyss. Probably one dragon fight. And then we'll hit up or start Wicked Eyes, Wicked Hearts. Let me just see how long we've been going. Yeah, about a cool hour and 10 minutes. So we'll break it right there, man. Y'all come through next stream again. If not, this coming weekend, definitely the weekend of Summer Games Fest. Probably shortly after that night of Summer Games Fest, because it's going to run from 2 to 5. So that night or the next day before the Xbox Game Showcase on the 9th, which would be that Sunday. But yeah, y'all show love, man. Hit that follow button, shop it around to your socials. Tell your people to come rock with the kid that's still here, man. You know, come rock with me, come chill, man. Show love. Hit that follow button, shop it around to your Twitters, your Tumblrs if you're still on Tumblr, your Instagrams, your TikToks. You know the drill, man. Just keep showing love, man. Sorry for the good little while since we last streamed, but like I said, grief just been beating me down, man. Pain, all type of stuff. Like I said, last stream. But yeah, hopefully this Dragon Age Summer gonna lead to a 2024 release. We ain't been doing this 5-6 month wait for nothing. So happy Dragon Age Summer. Happy Memorial Day tomorrow if y'all cooking. Yeah, just show love, man. Hit that follow button. I'll see y'all next stream. Peace.